For this demo of Application Password Management Server, we have already installed the console application on a management workstation, as well as the remote agent on the servers that will be accessed. A link to the agent installer can be found in the Programs menu on the machine where the console application is installed. The console communicates directly with the installed agent through a dedicated encrypted channel to manage resources associated with each server. In this demo, we will show how to manage several resource password types, including database, machine or user account, and an XML configuration file. Once the resources are configured, they can be grouped into logical sets, which allows for synchronization of password updates across multiple related resources simultaneously. Select the Data Files tab if it is not already selected, and click the New button. On the dialog that appears, type in a name for your data store, a password, and description. Each data store is individually encrypted, and if you lose the password, there is no way to retrieve the data. You may optionally choose to check the Save Password checkbox. You must check this option if you plan to schedule jobs to run unattended. Once you have entered the information, click the Save button. You are then asked if you would like to open the new data store. We will select Yes for this demo. While it is possible to add all of the resources manually from this tab, for the sake of this demo, we will be using this new server wizard, which will allow us to quickly get up and running. Click Next on the opening screen. The next screen is where we create the access account. An access account is an account that has rights to the resources on the server that we wish to manage. In this example, we have already created an access account on the server called Access Chicago with a password of password. Click Next to move to the server setup screen. On this screen, we will add an existing server that can be accessed using the Access Chicago account. We will type in a name for the server along with either its IP address or the machine name. The machine name may be either the NetBIOS name or the fully qualified DNS name. For description, be sure to enter information that will be useful for grouping and sorting later on. You may additionally test the connection to the remote server by clicking the Test Connection button. If the connection is successful, the dialog will display the timestamp and version of the agent running on the remote server. The next screen allows us to choose the type of resources to manage on the server that we added on the previous screen. To start, we will add a SQL Server account. On this screen, we will enter a name and description for the SQL account that we will manage. Instance name will usually be blank if you use defaults when installing SQL Server. Next, we will select the SQL version, either SQL Server 2005 or 2008. This server already has an account named SQL.Chicago with a password of password. Next, we can select the new password. The new password is what the password will be changed to when we run a job that includes this resource. You may optionally choose to create a random password by clicking the Random Password button, but for this demo, we will set the new password to something easily remembered, in this case, new password. Click the Save button and you will return to the Add Resources screen. If you have other resources on this server, you can select them in the left panel, but for this demo, we will select Complete and click the Next button. On the Server Setup dialog, click the Finish button.